A bird lands on a branch an arm's length from your face and just stays there. A deer at the edge of a field lifts its head, looks right at you, and keeps eating. A squirrel takes a nut directly from your fingers. A stray cat that has never met you curls up against your leg. Stop and think about how strange this actually is. You are a predator, a large two-legged hunter with forward-facing eyes, the same eyes a wolf has, the same eyes a lion has. By every rule of the wild, smaller animals should flee from you on sight, and yet, over and over, they don't. They let you get close. Some of them even seem to want to. So, here's the question almost nobody asks. Why do animals trust us at all? Because the answer goes back hundreds of thousands of years, and it reveals something strange and beautiful about what our species actually did to the entire animal kingdom. Start with the truth we usually forget. Most wild animals are terrified of us, and they have every reason to be. For most creatures on Earth, a human is the single most dangerous thing they will ever encounter. We are the apex predator of the whole planet. Not because we're fast or strong, but because we hunted, trapped, and reshaped the world more completely than any animal before us. And animals know this. Studies have shown that the mere sound of a human voice sends wildlife fleeing faster than the sound of lions. Read that again. Across the wild, animals are more afraid of us talking than of an actual apex predator roaring. So fear is the default. Fear is the baseline, which makes the real question even stranger. If we are the most feared thing on Earth, why does any animal ever come close to us at all? To answer that, go back to a campfire tens of thousands of years ago. Picture a band of ancient humans gathered around the flames at night, the smell of cooked meat and scraps drifting into the dark. And out there, just past the edge of the firelight, something is watching. A wolf. Now, most of the wolves stayed away, too afraid, too wary, exactly as they should be. But a few of them, the slightly bolder, slightly calmer ones, crept just a little closer. Close enough to snatch the scraps the humans threw away. And here's the thing. Those braver wolves ate better. They got more food, raised more pups, and passed on their calmer, less fearful nature. Generation after generation, the wolves who could tolerate being near humans thrived, and the ones who couldn't, didn't. This is the incredible part. We didn't go out and capture wolves and force them to love us. They came to us. The friendliest ones chose proximity, and evolution did the rest. Over thousands of years, those wolves slowly became something that had never existed before on Earth: the dog. An animal that doesn't just tolerate humans, it actively seeks us out, looks to us, trusts us. That trust wasn't given. It was grown across thousands of generations, right there at the edge of the fire. And what happened to those wolves reveals a hidden rule about trust itself. Scientists ran a now famous experiment with wild foxes. They did just one thing. In every generation, they let only the calmest, least fearful foxes, the ones who didn't panic around humans, have babies. That was it. They never trained them. They just selected for tameness. And within just a few generations, something astonishing happened. The foxes didn't only become friendly. They started to physically change. Their ears went floppy. Their tails curled. Their coats turned patchy and spotted. They began to look and act like dogs. This told us something profound. The trust an animal can feel toward us isn't only learned in a single life. It can be bred into the body itself, written into the blood across generations. Tameness is biological, and once you understand that, you start to see it everywhere. Because we did this not just to wolves, but to cattle, pigs, horses, chickens, cats. We spent thousands of years quietly selecting, in animal after animal, for the ones who could stand to be near us. We didn't just befriend the animal kingdom, we reshaped a piece of it to trust us, all the way down to its... But there's a second layer to this, and it might be even stranger. The animals closest to us didn't just lose their fear, they learned to read us. Take dogs again. A dog can follow your pointing finger to find hidden food, something even our closest relatives, chimpanzees, struggle to do. A dog watches your eyes, reads your face, and can tell the difference between a happy expression and an angry one. When a dog locks eyes with you, both your brain and the dog's release oxytocin, the same bonding chemical that flows between a mother and her baby. Let that sink in. Across the species barrier, you and a dog can fall into the exact chemical loop that bonds a parent to a child. The dog isn't pretending. The trust is real and it runs both ways. Thousands of years of living beside us didn't just make these animals calmer, it rewired them to understand us and to genuinely love us. Okay, but that explains pets. What about the wild bird that lands near you, the deer that doesn't run, the fox in the city park that strolls right past? That's a different, more recent story, and it's happening right now. In places where humans don't hunt them, wild animals slowly learn that we aren't a threat. A deer in a national park where no one has chased it for generations simply never learned to fear people, so it keeps grazing while you watch. City animals are going through this transformation in fast forward. Urban foxes, raccoons, pigeons, and birds are becoming bolder every generation because the nervous ones starve while the calm ones thrive on what we leave behind. We are, right now, in real time, taming the wild all over again, not on purpose, just by being a safe and endless source of food. That bird that lands near you isn't being foolish. It's reading the same ancient signal the wolves read at the fire. These humans aren't hunting. It's safe to come closer. So why do animals trust us? Not because trust is natural. It isn't. In the wild, we are the most feared creature alive, and fear should keep every animal far away from us. They trust us because over tens of thousands of years we slowly became something new in their world. The same hands that hunted them also fed them, sheltered them, and sat with them by the fire. And the boldest, gentlest animals among them took a chance on us and lived better for it. Every dog asleep at your feet, every cat in your lap, every bird brave enough to land near your hand is the living end of that ancient bargain. A bargain struck in the dark, at the edge of a fire between a frightened animal and a dangerous one who, just that once, didn't attack. So, the next time an animal looks into your eyes and chooses to stay, understand what you're really seeing. You're seeing the result of the longest, quietest friendship in the history of life on Earth. And somewhere deep in that animal's blood, it still remembers the fire.